This is amazing. The Indian Prime Minister spoke for 15 minutes. The Pakistani Prime Minister has spoken for 50 minutes, 50 minutes. And it was a speech that was replete with violence, with intimidation, with talk of war. While Prime Minister Modi pitched for peace, Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan, who fumbled through those 50 minutes, has once again resorted to non-stop warmongering, now claiming that anything can happen between the two nations. I don't want to spoil it for you. Listen in for yourself.
Supposing a country 7 times smaller than its neighbor is faced with the choice, either you surrender or you fight for your freedom till death. What will we do? I ask myself this question. And my belief is, La ilaha illallah, there is no God but one. And we will fight. And when a nuclear armed country fights to the end, it will have consequences far beyond the borders. It will have consequences for the world, which is why I repeat, I'm here.
I want to bring Gaurav Sawant in on this. He's our man on the ground in New York City. Gaurav, you know, the speech by Imran Khan shouldn't surprise anybody, but what a contrast, Gaurav, with the Indian Prime Minister's speech. The Indian Prime Minister's talking about Buddh, not Yudh. And here you have Imran Khan virtually threatening nuclear war.
And that's the contrast between a world leader and a very tiny man who's been upgraded to an office in Pakistan. That's the difference between Imran Khan and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. As you very rightly pointed out, Prime Minister Narendra Modi was talking about Buddh or Bhagwan Gautam Buddha's teachings of peace and non-violence. And on the other hand, you have Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan threatening this place with a nuclear war, invoking his God for all of this. He went on to talk about terror, he went on to talk about nuclear stuff, he went on to talk about RSS, and that kind of shows Pakistan Prime Minister's insecurities in this region. 15 minutes is the allotted time. 50 minutes is what Imran Khan spoke at the United Nations General Assembly podium. Shiv, for the benefit of our viewers, there is a red light that keeps popping up when your due time is over for 15 minutes. And in Imran Khan's case, that light kept going, kept popping up, and Imran Khan just didn't stop. So it was a very confused, a very nervous speech of Pakistan's Prime Minister, where he invoked nuclear war with India. What did he say? That as a smaller country, they can either surrender to India or fight to death. And then he goes on to say, what when a nuclear nation fights to death, it will have consequences for the world. So very typical Imran Khan, nuclear saber rattling and trying to get the world's attention to focus on Kashmir, which unfortunately for him, he's not getting, Shiv.